Hi guys, Tim Schmidt here, aka Technical Tim. I'm on a mission to test every single concealed carry gun that exists and is known to man. So, but before we start this video, I just want to say that I'm extremely humbled by the amount of people that watched the Glock 21 with the suppressor. That was really exciting, and most of the videos aren't going to be doing the really wicked cool stuff like that. Most of them are going to be testing tried and true concealed carry guns and holsters, because like I said before, I want to test every single concealment system, every single concealed carry gun, so that I can help you guys decide what works best for you. So today's video, we're going to be looking at the Glock 36 and the in the waistband appendix position holster. This one specifically is by High Noon Holsters, one of my personal favorites. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about this later. First, let's talk about the Glock 36. Glock 36. Actually, let's shoot the gun first. Okay, that'll be more fun. The first round, the first group of rounds we're going to do are just going to be regular full metal jacket, and later on we're going to shoot some self-defense ammo. So here we go. Range is going to be hot. Everybody, eyes and ears on. Aha, look at this. We have a failure to feed right out of the chute, and this is even full metal jacket ammo. So let's do a tap, rack, bang to see if that fixed it. Tap, rack, okay, that worked. Interesting, huh? Okay, so now we're gonna be messing with the gun, so let's ensure that it's unloaded. Chamber is empty. Ow, but a little hot. Magazine well is empty. Okay, empty gun. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is I'm going to be rating every single gun on a four-part rating system. The first one's going to be concealability. So let's look at the Glock 36. Concealability rating is based on the height times the width times the thickness times a rating factor. Okay, and I'll explain. We actually will have a whole nother video that explains how that works. But what this will allow us to do is to compare every single gun on the same scale. So as you can tell, the Glock is actually a pretty compact gun. It's a single stack 45, so it actually is almost an inch thick. I think Glock says it's an inch thick, but according to my measurements, based on my engineering tools here, it's actually 1.06 inches thick. So the rating I'm giving on the concealability of the Glock 36 is 4 stars, because it's not quite as good as it could be, but it's pretty goddamn good. As far as the loaded and unloaded weight, the Glock 36 is it's a pretty svelte little gun. Oops. So as you can see here on the scale, the unloaded weight is 1.413 pounds. The loaded weight is 1.735 pounds, and we're going to give that a rating of 4.25 stars. And next we got the trigger pull. So for the trigger pull, of course, I went out and got this. Actually, I shouldn't say I went out and got it. I've had this for probably 5 years. But an RCBS Premium trigger pull scale. I got the Premium because we're not messing around here. This is serious stuff. So we're going to get the ultimate trigger pull rating. And the Glock trigger pull worked out to be between, on average, 5.5 to 6 pounds. Now, 5.5 to 6 pounds is it's actually pretty standard for a self-defense firearm. And so as far as the trigger pull rating, I'm going to give it a 4.5 stars. However, there's a huge however here, because automatically the Glock is going to lose half a star because of their ridiculous trigger design. I'm not really a big fan of their quote-unquote safe trigger, because I personally think it's purely a political thing, and it doesn't do a gall darn thing for safety, because really the biggest safety is going to be right here in your head and right here in your finger. Nonetheless, I realize I probably won't make too many fans on that, but it's okay. I can say that because Glock is pretty much one of my favorite firearms. I just don't like their trigger. So we're going to give them a 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars, knock it down to 4 stars for the Glock trigger pull. And finally, holster availability. The Glock 36, as you can see here, the holster I have set up here is a High Noon holster in the waistband. Appendix position. So the way this guy works, the appendix position is essentially right where your appendix is. Stick the holster in. As you can tell here, I've got a nice heavy-duty gun belt. Actually, I believe the gun belt, I'm not sure who makes this, but it's a nice one. And this clips over your belt, and so now you can easily grab the firearm here. Here, I'll do a slow draw just to kind of give you a feel how this works. So from a concealability standpoint, with an untucked shirt, you can't see anything. It really looks good. And as far as drawing the weapon in a defensive situation, you know, hands up, hey man, I don't want any trouble. And then all of a sudden, if you got a draw, you're just reaching down here, grabbing the gun like this, and you're on target. So simple as that. So on the holster availability scale, we're going to give this Glock 36 a 5.0. Sorry, 5.0, because if you if you like search in Google, there are literally hundreds of custom and non-custom Glock 36 holsters that will work perfectly with this gun. So let's look at some of the features of the Glock 36. This is my personal Glock 36. You'll notice that I have a single dot V sight on it. That works fine for me. You'll also notice that the magazine is a little bit different than Glock standard. It actually has the Pierce grip plus 0. Now that may sound crazy. Why would you add a grip extension that doesn't add any ammunition? Well, the standard Glock magazine has it just has a flat piece of plastic here, and that makes this giant, or not giant, but a pretty good sized gap between the bottom of the grip and the magazine butt, and it traps your pinky in there every single time. So the guys at Pierce Grip made this brilliant, what they call a +0 extension, because most of their extensions are adding ammunition, of course, but this one doesn't. And really what it does is it just makes a really nice transition, which allows you to get your pinky on there without it getting pinched. So lastly, let's fire a few more rounds through it. This time we're going to fire the self-defense ammo that I carry, which is Hornady Tap. Aha, someone's calling us. Okay, we'll have to put them on pause for later. Hornady Tap. So as you can tell, it has semi-jacketed hollow point. Now remember, you guys, we actually had a failure to feed with that full metal jacket stuff, so this will be interesting to see how this works. Let's make it happen. Okay, range is hot again. Everybody, eyes in the ears. All right, that time worked pretty well. Okay guys, so in summary, Glock 36, in my humble opinion, I think it is a solid concealed carry weapon. Like I said before, just to refresh my memory, we're giving it 4 stars on concealability, 4.25 stars on loaded weight, 4.5 stars on trigger pull, and 5 stars on holster availability. I personally think that the appendix carry position is a very solid position for a very wide range of body types. Works great for me. Of course, you got to make that own decision yourself. So that's it for today, folks. This is Tactical Tim here, reminding you to stay safe, stop crime, and be a responsibly armed citizen. Take care.